What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid-techno. I do want to point out I'm recording this on the afternoon of July 4th, and even though it's still bright and sunny outside, the fireworks have already started, so all the bangs and booms that you're going to hear outside, don't pay them any mind. But we're going to hear another tune from Acid Lab 2. I mentioned when I did the reaction to the track that Pete produced and engineered with contributions from me conceptually, the track we collaborated on. Acid-techno lineage. I mentioned that this has a track from Liberator and Sterling Moss, one of my favorite duos for the last dozen or more years, indeed more than that, like 14, 15 years, basically since I first heard I'm Bored, and shortly after that Acid Wah Wah Wah. But they're joined on this one by Athar, who is one of the guys who was responsible for the Scythe Squadron label out of Poland. I'm not sure about its status now. I know they haven't put out a vinyl in a few years. I think they continued putting out some digital releases after the vinyl, or the last vinyl release. But yeah, it's been a few years since I think the label was notably active, but I have every one of the records. I think it's a really quality label, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a breath of fresh air. The first couple records have more like of a hard house meets techno vibe. After that, it gets a lot more overtly acid techno. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the label, so shout out to Athar for his involvement in that. And we're going to listen to his tune with Chris and Sterling, and it's called Fake Alien Invasion. I mentioned that, once I started doing these reactions in the last year or so, that even when I know I'm going to get a record, I tend not to listen to the tracks too closely, or in some cases at all, if I just know I'm going to buy it on sight, because it's an artist that I'm very fond of. So I haven't really heard this one. I think maybe I listened to a short sample of it when I knew what record the track Pete and I did was going to be on, but ultimately the majority of the tune is unknown to me, so let's check it out. This is Liberator and Sterling Moss with Athar, and the track is called Fake Alien Invasion. And this is on Acid Lab 2 from Koko in Spain. Chris and Sterling tunes just have that stomping percussion. The hat and the cymbal hitting at the same time, I enjoyed that. Menacing afterward.
And the destruction will be real.
They did a track called The Swarm, did Chris and Sterling. I think this could mix well with that. It has that that low beat menace, but some of the afterwork is bubbling hot. Looks like a truck horn even. Reminds me of Pablo Gargano's Juggernaut on the M25. Mad scientist acid. You can just feel the sort of vibe already. I can see Chris smiling like a madman. I love that ride so much, man. Those little laser chirps. It's like a mad scientist 18-wheeler diesel engine acid-techno track. And I apologize for my brain's weirdness. That breath of fire. It's just a relentlessly menacing tune. No quarter is given. No refuge is available. For techno lunatics and nutters alone. One last brain fry from the acid on the way out. It's like the acid is slowly cooling down, but
And the destruction will be real.
that's what I'm saying. It's still lethal. And again, the diesel engine of the track exposed. There's this the little rhythm reminds me, right here in fact, reminds me of the Croydon Girl they did with Bracket. I want to mix right into Croydon Girl straight from this. Coming to a DJ Shnootz sometime soon. Mine from Croydon. I literally would be just. That was crazy. Overload the system at the end. I love it. It's fantastic. Like I said, I think I had heard a 15-20 second clip of that, so I knew it was a sort of marauding tune, but that is a relentlessly menacing acid techno bomb. So looking forward to mixing that with other Chris and Sterling tunes in particular. Again, notably with Croydon Girl, that has to be done. I feel like that transition is just begging to happen. So do let me know what you think of this one, and Luca, the ridiculously horizontal cat, and I will see you next time. Peace.